So the Ninja 650 is an awesome bike and you're wondering whether it's for you. Let's jump onto this bike and get into the honest review after 1,000 miles.
Living like a movie, but the credits never roll. They gon' crop you out the frame if you ever lose control. Talk truth, they call it hate.
What do I think of the Ninja 650? I've had it for around 1,000 miles now. I've mainly used this for commuting 3 times a week, and then on the weekend I tend to use it for like motorway, just going about. Yeah, for everyday use really. And what do I think of it? Previously I had the KTM 390, and then before that I had the Honda CBR 125. So what do I think of the bike? I think it's pretty great, especially for my purposes of commuting and highway miles, for a couple of reasons. One, it's got a charging port, and I've got an iPhone 11 or 12, I don't know which one. Battery life is not as good as the newer iPhones, so being able to charge it, especially when I'm doing long distances, absolutely great. The handlebars are upright, so you're never bent over, and that's pretty much important for both highway and commuting miles. So it's always a relaxed ride. It's a low bike as well. I'm 5'7", and I flat foot this bike very easily. So rounding it off is kind of great. My only issues that I do have with the bike, and I think that just might be for me, is that the actual sensor. So sometimes it thinks that my bike is in gear when it's not, which sucks when you're trying to actually start the bike, because this only starts in neutral. Even if you pull in the clutch, it doesn't accept that. Another positive about the bike is that it actually looks sexy. Like, you are going to get a lot of attention on this bike. A lot of people know about the Ninja. People who don't even know about bikes, they like this bike. The power band is not that crazy. I feel like if you have done a full license, what you've done your test on the 600cc is probably going to have more power than this bike, so you should have no issue adapting to this bike. Like, even coming from the 390, I can't really tell. Am I gonna fit it? Yeah, I can't really tell the power difference. So over there, all in all, pretty great bike. They're pretty cheap as well, so I bought this one at a great value, to be honest. I got it for 2,800 on 17,000 something miles, but that was probably also because it didn't have an MOT on here, so that obviously impacts the sell value. But I MOT'd it the next day and it came back flying colours, no issues, so that was a risk. I was able to test ride it, they were completely fine with that, so yeah, just keep an eye out when you are buying bikes. These tend to range for around 3,500 area or 3,400 area, so I think I got a pretty good deal on this bike. The insurance for me after 2.5 years is £1,000 on the dot. That is with 2 years, no claims, and living in London. Overall, solid bike, good for beginners. Not even just beginners. I hate saying that word, beginner bike, but it is true. You're not really going to be punished if you do something wrong on this bike. So yeah, it's great to build up your confidence and learn some skills. Yeah, the bike's weight, it's not that heavy actually. I'm just trying to think, like, definitely heavier than the KTM. Obviously it's a big engine, but once you have, if it's upright, I feel like with all bikes they're pretty chill, and when you're moving you don't even sense the weight of the bike. So yeah, do not be worried about the weight of the bike. Petrol prices, I know I've done videos on how much it costs. Bear in mind these are with the ongoing petrol prices due to the war in the Middle East. I think full tank the most I've ever paid is £17,000, that's regular. For a bike I'm not sure if that is a lot of money for petrol. But that gets you around 130 miles. I feel like you could definitely do 150. It's just about how you want to play it with the risk and getting stranded basically. But if you have like a reserve, like a litre of petrol somewhere and you want to test it out, I feel like that will be a cool video to do. So I might do that one day. That's another thing about this bike, just happened to me now. It finds neutral so easily at the worst times. So I have found neutral multiple times while I was trying to shift into second gear. While some bikes you struggle with getting into neutral, this bike finds neutral. From what I heard is that they've got this technology that if you, I think, going slow or if you're at standstill, it helps find neutral. Look, it's found neutral again. But I feel like it works too well, maybe even just like low mileage or what, but it finds neutral often, and that's with a full on. It's not like I'm doing half a click, I'm doing a full click and it finds neutral, which is not the safest or the best. We've arrived at work now. Hope you lot all have a great day. Smash out work, get that promotion, get that money, have the best day possible, and